Brett, we're glad to have you as always. I keep coming back to this, that there's two worldviews. There's the worldview that puts the Israel-Palestinian conflict at the center of all the problems in the Middle East, and there's the worldview that puts the Iranian conflict at the center of all problems in the Middle East and the Iranian regime there. And I'm wondering what it is about the ethos of the Obama team and now the Biden team that keeps going back to this idea, this 1980s, 1990s view that the Palestinians are the victims of everything, and if only we solve that problem, there will be peace and honey and flowers.
Well, look, Leland, I think there's a few factors at work. One, the long hand of Tehran is actually being felt not only in places like Yemen, Lebanon, and Gaza, but also, obviously, we've got adversaries ranging from the Russians all the way through to some of our so-called friends, the likes of Saudi Arabia and other Gulf countries, that are all stirring the pot to certain degrees here. And yes, the Biden administration has not done a great job when it comes to balancing and navigating that treacherous terrain. And look, the latest example is this effort to have a limited response to the attack on our base that killed 3 American servicemen.
Well, let's be clear. So far, you say there's a limited response. So far, there's been no response, at least that we know of. To be fair, how much of this do you think is a domestic political issue? This wasn't as big of a problem for the Obama White House when you were there. More than 1,000 black pastors are pressing Biden to restrain Israel in its war with Hamas, threatening that if he doesn't do so, it will cost him black support in November. We see them as part of us. Reverend Cynthia Hale of Decatur, Georgia. It is bewildering to me how these two groups have gotten linked because there are so many differences, but I digress. You saw the president now go to Michigan. He knows he's got a problem with Arab Americans. When you think about Arab Americans, though, I'm wondering if declaring a Palestinian state is going to do a lot more on the Upper East Side of New York, where people like to think that the Palestinians are the root of all problems. And most Arab Americans perhaps look at things a little bit more like the Iranians and the Houthis and Hamas and Islamic Jihad do than like they want to think the Palestinians do.
Yeah, and let me say off the bat, unilaterally declaring that the U.S. supports the creation of the Palestinian state without leveraging what is clearly needed in terms of concessions from Palestinian leaders is just a bad idea. It's bad diplomacy. But we've seen this, Leland, again and again, where Biden and his team essentially cede a lot of these points, cede a lot of this ground, and then struggle to get folks like Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela to comply with the asks that we have of them. So in this case, look, it's really important that we certainly send a strong message to Hamas, as well as to other Palestinian leaders, that the path to a two-state solution runs through compromise, runs through, obviously, recognition that Israel has a right to exist.
Yeah, and you think about if they declare it unilaterally, then it really gives up. It's like, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Why have peace when you can get a state for free? Brett, thank you as always. We appreciate it. Look forward to having you in studio sometime soon. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.